going for anything in trousers and skirts and anything.
Right.
Is there any truth to a rumour you might be going and being in the new series?
I cannot confirm that because I have not been asked. No.
You've not been asked that?
No, I haven't been asked. I have met the actress who plays River Song.
Yeah.
We had a good laugh about Jack and
Alex,
and her getting together. Yeah, I met Alex and yeah, I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
But you know, when she said, why don't they give Jack and River Song their own series? I'm like, Jack already got his own series. he doesn't need another one. Anyway.
All right.
Yes, you remembered now.
Yeah, I remember now.
Good.
I was going to ask. No, I was going to ask him. I was watching some kind of commentary or on a DVD, and you were talking to your parents, and then your Scottish accent came out. Does that happen whenever you speak to Scottish people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only to Scottish people.
What about that song?
And it's because when in my first book, Anything Goes, I explain why. My sister and I call it being bi-dialectical. It's because kids used to make fun of my accent, my Scottish accent when we moved to America. So rather than being bullied, I decided I was going to just be like them and to avoid the bullying. I'm doing a conference. Can I ring you back?
Hello!
No problem. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
You didn't want to buy double glazing then?
No. It's something I was going to buy on eBay. This is the person who said, you called me last week in regards to the... Anyway, never mind. And we, David and I had a good time. I mean, a lot of the crew is the same, and they would switch over every so often, but sometimes it was a bit too serious. There was not, and although we like to have a good time on Torchwood, you still get the work done, but there was always and this was never from anyone like David or anything like that, but there was certain departments that were a little too, I call them heavy, and I just wanted to just say, Joe, shut up. I'm like, no, but that was it. But otherwise, everything was the same. Everything was completely the same. The crews were just as hardworking. The designers, everything like that. It was good. It was good fun. It wasn't so much misbehaving that we got away with. I mean, I was pretty upfront with the silliness, but again, I believe that you should have a good working environment. And the thing that I think made all of us gel together on Torchwood is because we treated each other like a family, as we did on Doctor Who. But and I'd say this with Torchwood, we would all hang out on a Friday night together, and we never kind of did that with people in Doctor Who, because everybody was either going back to London or the thing that was great was Torchwood we were in Cardiff, all of us, and we all hung out together. We'd sit and watch the premieres together. We'd have what we called Dirty Pizza Night, Dirty Pizza Friday. So it was stuff like that. It was good. It was really, really good. Anyone else? Well, you're all so quiet. Why no one else is asking questions? Just.
How different was it doing the American one compared to over here?
Again, the Americans I think were a bit shocked when Eve and I showed up because immediately we were having a laugh and all political correctness was chucked out the door. And the American people were looking at us like, oh my God, I can't believe they just said what they said. And eventually they jumped on board with us. And, I'm the first one to make fun of myself. So I want to have a laugh as everybody else does. And it really, it was really interesting because all of the people who worked on the crew, the Torchwood, both here, well, more so in the States, the rumor was getting around that it was the best job they've ever worked on because the cast was so friendly. Because they said a lot of other shows, they said none of the leading characters would ever talk to certain people. And I've experienced that in shows in the States, and I think it's ridiculous because what makes you any better than the person who's emptying the garbage cans on set? You're not, because if they don't empty those, you're going to have was only one. You've probably heard this before. Shit everywhere. Right? So everybody's important. The only difference is that one person might be paid more than the other, but that doesn't mean that you can be better than the other person. So that was one of the great things about filming Torchwood, was that kind of response that we had. And to this day, still people are contacting us and saying, you know, what are you going to do? When are you coming back? What, you know, we'd love to work with you again. So it's good. And it's nice to have that reputation. And we had that same thing here, so it's lovely.